Hey, welcome. So let me ask you something. Have you ever gotten to the end of the day, looked at the clock, and just wondered where it all went? You felt busy, for sure, but did you actually get anything important done? If that sounds familiar, then you are in the right place. We're going to dive deep and tackle that feeling of being completely overwhelmed by time.
It's kind of a universal question, right? That constant feeling of being behind, of deadlines breathing down your neck, both at work and at home. You're definitely not alone in this. But what if the whole problem isn't really about time at all?
And this quote is the absolute core of what we're talking about today. Reading this for the first time, it just changes everything. It reframes the entire challenge. So we're not just going to give you a list of tips and tricks, we're going to fundamentally shift how you think about your day. And that starts with figuring out what the real problem is.
Right? So before you can fix a problem, you have to understand it. Why do we feel so time poor all the time? Well, it turns out our time isn't just vanishing into thin air. A lot of the time we're actively, even if we don't realize it, just giving it away.
So check this out. This number comes from a real story. Someone who is always complaining about having no time decided to actually check their phone's screen time report. And what did they find? 5 hours in one single day. Just gone. Spent scrolling through things they probably forgot 5 minutes later. That, right there, is how our time evaporates. And here's one of the main culprits, what we call the busy bandwagon. It's this weird cultural pressure where being busy is seen as a badge of honor. You know, if your calendar isn't packed, you must be lazy. We treat a chaotic schedule like a trophy, and all it really does is lead to burnout, not actual progress.
So where does all that time go? Well, it flows into these things called infinity pools. Think about it. Your social media feeds, YouTube, news sites, they literally never end. You can pull to refresh forever. They're engineered by some of the smartest people in the world to keep you hooked. The authors of the book Make Time call this stuff distractions kryptonite because, just like for Superman, it makes us powerless and just drains all of our energy.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's a bit of a downer, I know. But the good news is we can absolutely fight back. So let's get into the good stuff, some simple, powerful tactics you can start using, well, today. These are your first big wins. Now, these might seem like the basics, but they are foundational for a reason. First up, declutter your workspace. A clear desk really does lead to a clear mind. Next, prioritize that to-do list. You need to work on what matters, not just what's shouting the loudest. Third, let's just all agree to finally kill the myth of multitasking. It doesn't work. You're just doing several things badly. Focus on one thing at a time. And here's a big one. Actually block those social media sites. Use an app, turn off your phone, whatever it takes, even for just an hour. And finally, and this is so important, take real breaks. Your brain isn't a computer. It needs to rest and recharge to do its best work.
All right, so you've got those quick wins in your back pocket. Now we're going to level up. We're moving from just individual tactics to building a real intentional system for your entire day. This is where we stop reacting to things and start designing our life.
And this 4-step framework, it's just brilliant. First, you highlight. Forget your massive to-do list for a second. What is the one thing you want to get done today that will make it a win? That's your highlight. Second, you go into laser mode. For about 60 to 90 minutes, you create a fortress around that task. No phone, no email, just pure focus. Third, energize. Your brain is part of your body, right? So good sleep, moving around a bit, eating decent food, these are not optional luxuries. They are essential for productivity. And finally, reflect. At the end of the day, just take 2 minutes and ask, what worked? What can I do better tomorrow? That's how you get better, day by day.
And this right here is so incredibly crucial. We all try to rely on willpower and motivation to get things done. But you know what? That's like trying to fight a battle with a weapon that randomly runs out of ammo. It's just not reliable. A system, a daily framework like the one we just talked about, that's what carries you through, especially on the days you're just not feeling it. It makes the good choices the easy choices.
Okay, foundation is built. Daily system is designed. Now let's get into the expert level stuff. We're going to look at some really powerful, kind of counterintuitive strategies from productivity expert Cal Newport. This is the top of the productivity pyramid.
So, Newport's big argument is that the classic to-do list is actually pretty flawed. Why? Because it's basically just a list of wishes that's completely disconnected from the reality of how many hours you have in a day. Time blocking, on the other hand, forces you to face that reality head-on. You look at your calendar and you give every single minute a job. Every single one.
Even if that job is take a walk or answer emails, it makes you grapple with the time you actually have, not the time you wish you had.
And this idea, man, it's a game changer. It's called fixed scheduled productivity. Instead of letting your work expand to fill all your waking hours, which it will, you do the opposite. You set a hard stop. I am done at 5:30 p.m., period. That constraint becomes this amazing creative force. It makes you ask, okay, since I only have these specific hours, how do I get the important stuff done? It forces you to be smarter, to be more ruthless with your priorities, because the easy option of just working late is off the table.
So we've covered the quick wins, we've built the daily system, and we've peeked into the expert's playbook. Now, to bring this all home, let's talk about the one final, really powerful mindset shift that ties everything together and makes it all stick.
I mean, that's it, right? That's the whole thing. We always talk about spending time, but what we're really spending is our life. Every hour that ticks by is an hour of your one and only existence that you are never, ever getting back. It is not a renewable resource. It's the most precious and most finite thing you have.
So I'm going to leave you with this question. Use it as the ultimate filter for everything you do. Before you say yes to that meeting, before you mindlessly open that app, before you zone out to a TV show you don't even like, just stop and ask yourself this one brutal, brilliant question. Is this worth a piece of my life? Because when you start filtering your choices through that lens, you won't just manage your time better. You'll start living a life that truly deeply matters.